Spiritual Awakening. Spiritual Awakening, the self-realization that there's more to life than meet the eyes, the naked eyes, this mundane view. To say the least, is to feel the most, to grasp the possibilities of the sympathetic joy, to lean air as to see the audio and visual, right? To remove our impurities, as well as to dramatically increase the potency to enjoy our conversation in that moment, right? Love is when I see you as part of me. The yin to our yang, one, uno, the symphony of the universe as a whole, one. The Pisces, hashtag that, P-I-S-C-E-S, the symbol of 69, the last whole 12, that's a symbolic as the fire, wind, and water. The whole spectrum. Because the pictures work on dimensionality, viewers' perspective of reality perceive to be what's in their eyes, meaning that the beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, right? We enter a process of transformations that re-engineer capacity beyond measure of a frequency and quantum physics, awaken the core spirituality and ability to integrate higher levels of self-actualizing to see things with different approach and perspective, with of our same visualizations. Visual we see! With the same eye glands, with the pineal gland this time though. You know, it's gonna be different when we raise the consciousness. We activate the pineal gland so it's open, right? Funny though, because the pineal gland was one of the last brain organs to be discovered and has been the subject of much spoken mythologies and speculations. The paradox of the word is that the first eye here that we see has exhibitions, vision, spirituality, both realms of our existence, humanity. Yet it is now to be discovered. It's a different clarity from the murky thoughts, the cloud thoughts of a mind into both hemisphere of the brain combined with the heart coherence. Can we initiate the process of visions, visualizations, possibly the manifestations, the high consciousness awareness, the pineal gland is a location in the middle of the brain, between the two hemispheres. What hemisphere, you ask? The left hemisphere, the right hemisphere. The left hemisphere is the analytical thing of mind. That right hemisphere is the parasympathetic, which is to get you calm, cool, to the collective and concise, and just chill. Right? So the breath is the tool to reconfigure and recognize the power in essence, the nature, reality, insight into one origin, undergoing structural layers like onions that has no ending nor beginning. All the tear has been shed from losses, trial, and tribulation into errors, and the frustration onto complete trust and harmony with universal love. Only with complete trust in the universe with love can one alleviate the pain. The trust is love is where we can alleviate the pain, is trust with love, and love is the one thing that I know in whole daylight, close to one heart, assimilate. Every day, all day, daily is a daylight, no matter what, because when the sun shines, sunshine, when the moon shines, moonshine, the light's always light, is always lit. Now we have electricity, it's even lighter. Because anything is intentions is to bring where it would intentions to bring you in intention to bring you in present. The present is to inspire of precipitous, perceptual vastness. You literally have to recalibrate your psychology, your neurotransmitter, the functionality, the mental model of the world to assimilate it into the omnipresence of love at heart and peace of mind. This does not go without sacrifice. You will have a voluntary process, sacrifice, to be selfless and self-sacrifice, to be selfless and self-sacrifice, and to have love and kindness towards all beings. What do you mean by self-sacrifice? The death of the ego, as I mentioned before. Now, with the love and kindness we have towards all sentient beings without exception, this is essential practice. It may be difficult at first for the untrained, typical debating for oneself and cultivating love kindness. In your meditation practice, it's a daily practice. Daily practice is exercise and movements. Being mindfulness, mastery over oneself. Be able to control your body, master over your body. To practice in yoga, to practicing handstand, to practice the movement of the body with the breath, tai chi, whatever it is that you do. Now that's being present moment. Like you're taking the flow, right? That is the exercise, that's being mindful. That's the mind, the breath, the pointiness, the focus, the calibration on thoughts and formation to ceasing the turning of the thoughts apparatus, suddenly entering the serenity, the equanimity, and living a lifestyle that embraces the entirety, the eternity of love, and acknowledge your frequency. There's nothing tomorrow that today is not having life worth living, enjoying, breathing, and is consuming love energies. Gratitude. I love you. Anything as intention to breathe with intention is to bring you into present. Remember that. I love you. Because again, the present is the inspiring of our precipitous, perceptual visionary of the vastness that we literally have to recalibrate, right? Remember that recalibrate is to reconfigure, to regenerate, to recreate in this recreation that we have in this timelessness of your psychology, right? And we learn about the changes of chemistry of biologies, right? And also the neuron, the functionality. It is the assimilate the model that we embodiments. The heart is the one that knows the truth. The destiny style which is in the mind decide, you will see the mind eyes, change the way you look at things, and the beauty appears so wonderfully, so magically, so enchantment, change your thoughts, change your life. The beauty, the wonder, splendor that is there, presenting to you, for you, all the time. Because it's like a dime, because you're fine, and I gotta make you mine. I love you. The way things look and will bend to reality. Industrial 3D, mundane eyes, visual, appealing in this, scintillating beauty. Sincerely, it is the individuality we say we try to do it, but actually we do it. We fall and then we say we will try to do it again because we failed. So the word we will try became you form the habit of the word we try. So, but the thing is that we have the plasticity in our brain, so we are formlessness. We are formlessness, being seemingly processing new good habits. So, which means we want to abandon the bad quality of habits and cultivate the new good quality of habits, quality of mind as well too. So you want to get a better quality of mind. So now we can say we will do it. I'll do it. Yes, we will. I'll do it. Congratulations, we are vibrational tuned, search, establishing, manifesting. So therefore, do what you know and do it with all your heart and give your best 100%. Because you got to be in it to win it from the beginning 100%, right? To be the best, there's the best, what's the best way to be. So we know that we can live, we work our asses off, right? We work our asses off on the weekdays to 69 jobs. And we know that. We also know that one day we will cease to exist. The DNA, each minute we not fuel our body, nurturing this body, this mechanical organism flowing effortlessly, together growing emotionally, currently state of efficiency, and dramatically exercises of the high intensity of the movement, of the momentum, doing the flexibility, mobility, and stability. And it's not sporadic sometimes, but you gotta have the stability of the strategies to move into the mind from insanity to sanity. In this body, it's like a sanctuary, right? This body is like a temple. We wish you to be free from insanity and misery from this industrial mundane world. Bless you. We know that this is not lasting. This is ever changing. It's a transitory, transient. This life we see, we meet. It's like a stranger passing by. We say what's up. We say hi, and somehow trying to enjoy this life, this level of awareness. I love your life energy. I love you. I love your life force. I love you life force. I love you lifetron. I love you energy that is there before me, that's also there with me, walking together and just feeling that static of the onenessness and just togetherness and just be here now, not delaying time in this present moment, not really saying much, but we feel that we are here, present, emotions, and just only present, that we live on a journey to explore the unknown duality, paradise, wonderland, and the paradoxical. The world are in the it's shifting this pyramid. Some people are not wanting to use some resources, and they are not willing to give a little bit and open a little bit of their heart. The process of recreating of the heart stuff that made from the subatomic organism is just from the subatomic particle, right? That's an organism that live in unity and harmony. Unification is out of us too, but it seems like we are excuse me dividing ourselves, and improve on the grand masterpiece to the progress of our life trajectory. That's what we're striving for. So why do we insist and insert? What I mean by insert, we insert into our children to consume as a custom, eat meat, you know? Why do we insist on eating our animals' friend, flesh and meat that has conscious awareness and love and affection, unconditional love? Why are we taking the life force from them? They have the pranayama, they have the breath, the affection, they have love, they have unconditional love, they have the life force, their inhalation, exhalation, that we too enjoy refreshness of air, the absolute life, accelerating with static, liberation, vibration, systematic neuron disruption, gushing with the serotonin and adopting to understanding, right? And we know we got a dopamine when we do the running and stuff like that too. Well, why can we have them, set them free too, so they can do likewise, opening their opportunity for them to free their self, the openness of the freshness of air is open, the fear in the field, right? Off all of us as well too, right? It is the enchantment, feeling the expression, that giving you that hair stand on end, right? We call goosebump. The infatuation, that fluctuation that sometimes when we feel is melancholy, the situation that we feel, insinuations, and we didn't feel the achievement that is also a lesson. So we say we didn't fail, we will rise, we rise after falling though, no matter what though, right? So listen, peaceful warrior, the notion of the nations over the twisted paranoia from the media's the realistic sources. How can we rely on the breaking news? What the F is breaking news? What the fruit? What about the good news? The information, that truth that was hidden, agenda of the propaganda, the paradigm shift. Why not show that instead? The changes, the good, positive one instead, right? It still seems like it's the same similar civilization since time immemorial. Therefore, it is transient. It is impermanent. It is not lasting. My question to you is, can our era here, can this era here, ascensions from this cannibalistic, even of our body, our intertwined, interlaced functionality, is the neurophysiology, the metaphysical philosophy will tell you this. The scientists who now just directly now starting to catch up. The artistic, they know. The animalistic way in performance and smothering, gaming, and mockery, it need to be changed. It's outdated. A lot of stuff has been as well too. I believe that we can integrate knowledge with inner source of a wisdom experience of a life energy, that we believe that our human species can ascend from the left or the right way, we go to the middle way instead, from animalistic to rather be a human and summon up the animal spirits with a special proper possessions, summoning them up, emulating, asking to be the force of the overcoming barrier of conditions. We'd be like the beast, and we, whatever animal that you want to consume, to be, right? But not consumption or hunting for the thrill to kill, which is sickening in the mind, it's sickening in the brain, to the brain. That is insane to even release ourselves as the humanity from insanity. A distorted conduct that further leads to roads that free for all life matters, meaning that the person is gonna just go for the killing spirit. He doesn't care because he done it so many times. That's the sickening of the mind. That's the disease of the mind. It has the insatiable desire, bloodthirst. It's a constitutive disease that has negative atomic disruption, needs to reverse engineer the thoughts, apparatus, process, formulate a solution to undo, to understand the subtle, unknowingly, quietly hidden in the mind that eyes are looks, but see not. Hear, but turn the other cheek. Waiting for another to finish the talking so you can just blast back without carefully consideration and listening effectively. And instead, you just listen to only to apply, to reply, not to respond. This diversity creates your journey worth transferring the transformations. It's the transitions into transcension. It's the transience from knowing and not knowing. And now, because in the past we overlook it. We didn't foresee it. It's always there, but somehow we overlook it. The parasympathetic nervous system, to trust with the love at heart, is healthy concentrations for a wicked call from our nature, wisdom, and most peaceful warrior. So peaceful warrior, conquer oneself, attain the equilibrium, is the self-love, right? It's the embodiment receptivity with the high frequencies, the repertory, the vibration, the essence, the characteristic, right? This peaceful, divinely protected being, serenity, the most incredible compassion from meditation, samadhi. We gain equanimity that determines the quality of the light love to demolish the darkness, the deepest corner of the now became dim and now it's getting lighter, it's brighter because we bring the light to the darkest of all, and then the light illuminate the room, the darkest of the rooms, and will shine even to the darkest corner. We'll see the light from darkest, blackest to dim. Light seeker is a significant matter of offering bright bursts of bliss, ecstatically feeling the essential nature, the essential ecstasy of light love spill over the gracefully illuminated in tears of joyous. The cell to be experienced only through high intensity, the intensifying of the training and cultivating of loving kindness towards all sentient beings. And we practice daily meditation, the pranayama, the reality manifestations is manifesting in the making, the blueprints of I am the architect of the luminous deep ether, the vibration of the Lord Buddha, of the Christ consciousness of Kuan Yin, receptivity to the edges, the passions. Where your edge, you find your edge, do not sharpen it to get there, to be there, the conscious knowledge, the conscious awareness, the wisdom flows from it. Know the heart, the nirvana or nibbana of Lord Buddha. Oneself on a daily practice, for ongoing. We continue this magnificent and magnifying journey in this life trajectory. We live, we take on the words of dead. We embed it when we cultivate to have it installed in our own heart or mind. Serve it with a clear mind instead. Open the heart for the new possibility. We will always have with us the light that we need to keep us candle. With the last flame seem so insurmountable, and to survive because it is low in view, but it has hope, because once they realize that love is here and now, not delay time. In time, no, there's no time, it's timelessness, because love is everywhere. Love is at heart. Because love is at home as well too. Love is where we are. We belong in this spaciousness, waterless land. Only us we make it to be. We belong, and there will be the openness of the glory, of abundance, of victory, of overcoming your ego self. Coexist with the eco togetherness. Eco. Once it is tamed, it is controlled by the dragon grew out of the lotus. No mud, no lotus. No mud, no lotus. Gratitude. It will be germinating intelligent through the life timelessness. Now, from time to time, we slip, we fall, flat on our face and had a chip too, right? And that's okay. We crawl back up, we rise up to fallen, right? We ascending above to the heaven gates. Peaceful warriors. Simultaneously, we surrender our ego and just let it go. Open up a heart that is an ignition light that sometimes appears in the night. It's often attributable to the compulsions of the organic matter to see our own corpse as the organic matters. As a decomposition is about to be. The English translation of the Latin words ignition is fire, is the element of fire. Now, peaceful warrior, with equal spiritual being in love togetherness together, equal spiritual being in love togetherness. Today we form the nature naturally, essence, organically, masterfully, beautifully, with the visually appealing, scintillating sight, vividly serene, with the serenity of the unification of our nation for generation on our planet Earth. Gratitude. I love you. Stream the force of love into creation. Now, can't do what? No, we can do anything that we put our mind to it. So don't hold that thought of we can't, alright? Hold ourselves. We cannot do that if we do not respect ourselves. We cannot do that if we do not honor ourselves. We are the micro and the macrocosm, the element of the very positive emotion, mental recreation, and focus recalibration in the cerebrum. The satisfactions result for the celebration, the failure. Sure, we fail, we can rise up, right? Fall out to rising. Rise after falling, I meant. To gain the experience with the feeling of the achievement, the success, whatever success means to you is different, because success is the realization of an idea or goal, whatever it is, because everything right now is going to change. It is inevitable. So concern for the fact that 3D world needs reconciliation, the main. In 3D world, we have a lot of reconciliation. I really believe that to be true, but no mud, no lotus, peaceful warrior. No mud, no lotus, peaceful warrior. So the luxury is to breathe freely, worry-free, free spirits with no mass, awakening geometrically, reverse engineering the most optimal frequency of our physiology and biology for higher consciousness, dimensionality, reality of the love diverse and the divine essence of the nature, truth self. The love in you is the love in me. I love you. And the rise above, the ascending above, the deprivation is in you, is also in me too. The dragon that grew out of the lotus is in me. It's right there. You can see before you too if this rip off. But you know what? We just gonna stop right here, because the lotus that rise above the whirling or the mundane, above the pond, became the stainless from the water, because the petal of the lotus, when the water drip, it just slide right off. That's what it means by stainless from the water. Will slide right off the petals, gently releasing it. So you pretty much just love and let it go. Whatever you see before you, we love it. I appreciate you. I love you. So just let it go. Grab it not. Attachment not. What is was ascending a way up, while bonding the process until the notion of the bond releases itself, cut off from the feathers of the delicacy and the manner displaying fineness of the traits as we shift our mind. Thus, reality shift to a consciousness, subconscious cognitive reprogramming from childhood. Memories which install fear of the unknown, or feeling loneliness or lonely, not alone when we are awakening individuality to self-realizations. Freedom from fear, being alone and not feeling lonely. You know, you totally feel like you are in tune with yourself. Not feeling lonely when alone. That is self-actualizations. That's the subconscious mind. That is the superconscious mind. The force guide the conscious mind to reprogram the subconscious mind, the malleable mind. Identification with the external manifestation, the higher consciousness is the superconscious awareness, configuration with the cognitive apparatus, cultivating the quality, comprising love and kindness towards all sentient beings completely, and contemplation on the lifestyle levels of the perceptions and the chances. It The chances, no, there's no chances. It's change. It is inevitable. It is inevitable. The old belief system, the outdated version, conservative, peaceful warrior, the discovery of creation with the love, where there's love at heart, is the nirvana. It is the nibbana. It is the paradise. Making shift. Unbelief system solidified to the emergence, energy surges, cycling and synergizing to provide the volitional love, embodiment, thus volitional cells dancing uniquely, receptivity with all. It is a universal phenomenon. Dharma, we discover, mind-shifting, explosive. It is exclusive for one who intentionally with love practicing samadhi, the warm, courageous, strange, energetic, welcome as peaceful warrior. Invite one to experience here now, not delaying time. Meaning that you, at this time now, or timelessness. It is timelessness. This magical enchantment moment here and now with the breath freely welcoming you to feel the sensation and sensory perceptions. That is tactile sensations, the sound, taste, smell, touch, the feeling, right? Feel it? Yes. That is the conscious awareness, the awakened mind. The sensation perceptions of heightened mind is totally 100%. Is the definition of the aliveness, the spaciousness, the consciousness, the elements of fire, water, wind, earth, the blended formant with the space, conscious mastery over oneself, and the masterpiece of the art that is the beauty in the making. It is never ending. It is the abs of gods. It is the spiritual awakening, the kundalini. It is the practice experience. It is to feel the aliveness, the attentiveness. And it is attain the equilibrium, the equipoise. It is the serenity. Now it's a blessing to be here, right? Here, men passions, living with the love in the heart. This observation of the mind, awareness, right? Over the ego drifting, because we are eco-friendly, right? Nice, welcome. Once we reconnect with our own physique, visualize embodiment, body changes automatically. But you gotta have that with the picture and have the right understanding, knowing that we are aging, we are decaying to death, right? After birth, the reincarnation, incarnation, that is life, the cycle of birth and death. After death, this is a new life, reincarnation, previous life from our reincarnation in life. In living life now, peacefully, lovingly letting go with love. We become alive, the ego, afraid of death, so we die before we actually get burned or casket. So we must become present, conscious, more alive. That's death to the ego. When you experience this outlook of the appearance of the physique, your neurophysiology, your biology, your metaphysic philosophy, being you are, that I am, peaceful warrior, from awakening to change, to recalibrations, from the bit of strife, the different circumstances and situations that slip through and just leave you stranded and you feel like, man, no, sad, not, comprehension, we must, with appreciations, that's when it's the reawakening, reconciliations, have good habits form, the creations, each recreations, having fun along the way and not hurting anybody as we ascending, the beauty all around us. It's just the must appreciation. It's just necessary because it's just there. It's just automatic. It's just intrinsic. We gotta give the appreciations to Earth, Gaia, organic, from fruits from the dead, who left the seeds to germinate intelligently throughout the time immemorial. Right? Who knows? It is amazing. But gratitude. It is indeed fluctuation, ever changing. So we couldn't even sustain from the mind, body, spirit without the mindfulness mastery over oneself, which is samadhi. That is the spiritual awakening, understanding, comprehensive of the path will be different for individual though, who seek for the answer that transcend above the deliberations and left the clarity, the serenity, the equanimity, the tremendous quality, that light, sparkly moment of the blissfulness, right? Excuse me. the auspiciousness, right? The spaciousness of the awareness of nature of who we are. That is auspicious day and time for you. when you feel that. Truly are the truth with love at heart. Peaceful warriors simultaneously surrender our heart. Because when you let go of the ego and have love for the lover. Because our lives, it has love for the lover. And lovingly love the lovable, truly accumulated love, sexual orientation of arousing design, soulmate, manifest reality is the blessing that one believing in the world, we can have it all. To live with openness within, open heart, blossoming frequency, representing the peaceful warrior as within and so without. We love you, I love you. It is a wholehearted gratitude for the eco-family, eco-friendly, and the opportunity to be here and now, not delaying time to experience, see the vastness of the ocean of samsara. The intellectual, the essence of nature, importance of the ALM, all life matter, BLM, black life matter, and the fullness of life for all life matters. The improvement of this delicacy is indicating that there's something the matter sometime, or something is wrong, isn't it? Do we try to prove something? This is something that it should be obvious. This is something that it's common sense, but I guess common sense is not always common practice. But then here we are putting a sign BLM when this shouldn't have to be that way. So we gotta make the change, the grand change to accepting come. Acceptance comes when we cultivate quality comprises 3 pillars: samadhi, love kindness towards all sentient beings, and not taking life, abstain from taking life. We are formlessness, the mystic form. We evolve from our precursor. Ancestor, we realize that essence, nature of who we are is formless, conscious awareness, observing and knowing. With wisdom, clarity, reveal in optical nerves, the auditory sound, the impulses of things as they are, turning the course of discovery and unity of self-discovery, self-realization, self-actualization. This is the spiritual awakening needed, practicing with the care, stems of love. We right mindfulness and concentration on oneself, contemplation of the world at large, and behold the magnanimous gratitude. The good student of life, he will reveal yourself, most desire, physical, metaphysical philosopher, spirituality, living in the spiritual sentient beings, bring the life experience. Yeah. Yeah, so doing this is really good for your wrist because it is straighten up the wrist so you can continue doing handstand. So the minute, and that's what we will do. Because of another ignorant, selfish, egocentric, self-centered, self-loathing, you can only for your own significance. I love you. I love you. That is the ego trap. We tend to fail more sometimes, but you are already full. The ego, no. The ego is self-evidence. Self-fulfilling prophecies is the promises congruent with oneself, honesty, peaceful, with congruent oneself. Peaceful warrior, conquer oneself is the proliferations, attain deathlessness, experience equilibrium, equivalent to the first sexual orientation, the third design of the declaration and unification of consecrations. Love. I love this. This may sound esoteric. I will tell you, I have told you, I will reiterate this again, that you can live without animals, meat, flesh consumptions. And if you love animals like you say you do, so why insist on eating them? Fish is kind of okay, but not really, because it's a pescatarian, which is all good because you are still living in your own totality. You're not totally awakening to this geometric modern lifestyle. As we come to understand and comprehend things and changes as the world changes its terms, it is inevitable that things change too, and change is needed to make way with heart coherence. It is coexisting the light with the status, giving life energy, allowing the free spirits. Welcome them, welcome their existence welcome their existence. Gratitude. I love you. Have a wonderful evening. I love you. Take care now. Peace of mind. Love of heart. I love you.